Hey guys, I'm here today to show you an Wille wig. This is Wille Beach Mono in the color Hot Mocha Routed, and the numbers are 830, 27, 33. And let me just tell you, I love that Wille puts the color codes on here with the name. Any other wig manufacturers happen to see this video, please start doing that. It makes it so much easier for us to determine what the colors are and to talk about them. So it's 830, 27, 33. All right, so I am a huge fan of Girl Mono. If you don't know that, this must be one of the first videos you've ever seen because I love Girl Mono. I have a ton of Girl Mono videos. I own Girl Mono in 6 colors. I love Girl Mono. And so when I saw this beach mono, I thought, oh, is it Girl Mono just longer? And I, was really excited to try it. So I was able to find this one on eBay. It's kind of a place I go for wigs often for good deals. And so I thought about it a little bit and then I jumped on it. And so first of all, this color, Hot Mocha Routed. So it's kind of it's kind of an auburny, but really more like a medium brown. It's really blended. It does have a very slight root, very subtle, which I really like. It doesn't really stand out. It's not this serious rooting. And so I think that's really good. So it's the 27, the 33, those are sort of auburn colors, but it's really just a nice medium brunette. It doesn't pull heavy red at all. And so that I like. It's not as dynamic as I tend to lean, but it's very attractive. So Beach Mono. I'm not in love with this wig. I'll just be really blunt. It's very, very, very layered. Very layered. Like almost too layered for me. It's got these layers and then it kind of boings out on the end. It's hard to describe. Make sure that we're staying on track here with the color and the focus. I did try to flip my phone around and film it. So I'm in selfie mode right now and do it the other way, but I can't see anything when I do that. And I'm very uncomfortable with it that way. I just like to be able to see what you guys are seeing. So I think we have to put up with a little wonky color and maybe the focus going in and out a little bit, unless I can get a different video camera, which I'm not sure that I'll do. So anyway, you can see she's very, very layered. It's not, quite honestly, my favorite look. It's not the greatest silhouette, in my opinion. She has a lace front. I pulled her off of my hairline a little bit, so let me just show you the lace front. Traditionally, Wille has good lace fronts. This one's pretty good. You can see some of the knotting, but it's good. It's not terrible. She also has a mono part, and it's pretty dense. You can't really see the illusion of scalp very well. So if that's something you would want to be able to do, then you're going to have to maybe pluck it, or maybe if you put some foundation on it, it might draw it out a little bit, but it's pretty dense. This is not straight out of the box. I actually soaked her, I washed her, I hung her to dry, I scrunched her. I have a video out there on Tressalure Mia where I show how sometimes I try to give a wig out of a box, some TLC, to bring out some of the curls. And I said I've got 3 levels. Level 1, just kind of spray it with a little water, maybe when it's on your head, maybe just in the shower, shake it out and hang it upside down. Level 2 is to soak it in a sink of water, just plain water, shake it out, scrunch it up, and then level 3 is a full wash. And I went through all of those levels with her, and I do believe the seller told me she may have washed her. She said she didn't wear her. She tried her on a number of times. So keep that in mind, but I'm not thrilled with the curl. I'm not thrilled with the it's pretty flat up here, and then it goes into curls. But That's a personal preference. It's a subjective opinion. Is there anything wrong with this wig? There's nothing wrong with this wig. Could very well be a style for a few of you watching this video right now. Maybe this is how your bio hair was and you like this. Maybe you like these layers. It definitely makes her feel very, very light. I just tend to like something a little more full up in here, a little curlier, not as straight. You know, I am still trying to get used to anything that has a little bit of a bang. And so I have talked about that in a few videos as well, and she does. You could get a full fringe out of her if you wanted to cut one in. So if you're a bang girl, it's already started for you. She's very low density, very low density. When you go to grab it in the back like this, there's not a ton of hair there, which is gonna be a good thing for some of you. You're really gonna like that. You know, can you put her up a little bit? I think you probably could put her up a little bit. You know, she's got all of these layers, so it would just be a matter of playing with her. You know, Ellen Wille fibers feel really good. This one feels a little on the drier end, but I think she's gonna have a lot of life in her. One thing I wanted to do is I wanted to compare her to my Cintress Lantana, and I just put a review out on this one. So here she is, and she's in the color 625, and these colors are really similar, really similar. This one doesn't have a root, whereas this one's got, it's almost like a shadow root. It's barely visible, but I wanted to just show you how, so Lantana is longer, but she also has that, a little bit of that bang. She also is this layered look. What Lantana has going for her though, that girl, Beach Mono doesn't, is she has more hair. While this is not heavy density, it's definitely more density, and that I think works with the layers. I almost feel like Beach Mono is too low density for the amount of layering that she has. This one also has more curl. Lantana is curlier. And again, I think that works better with this kind of layered look. It's just, it kind of flows into these cascading curls, whereas Beach Mono doesn't really do that. It's just so layered. So this is Lantana, and I do have a review on her, and I love Lantana. I've worn her a number of times. The other thing to keep in mind with this wig and Ellen Wille wigs in general is that they run small. So if you're average petite, this isn't gonna fit anyone over an average petite. It's tight on me though, even. The cap feels small even on me. And I have an average circumference at 22 inches, but I'm child size pretty much these. My girl Mono is really comfortable. This one feels, you know, on the small side. So, I don't know. What do you think? I spent some time studying her to say, what can I do with this? You know, could I maybe take some steam and get some lift up here? I think that will certainly help her. Even if let's pretend I did that and see if I can get it to just stay for a minute with some lift. If I took some steam here, here, over here, you know, would that make a difference? I think it would. I think it's just because of how flat she is. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What I can tell you is I can't make her any curlier. I have tried. And unless I take like steam or heat to her and I put like little curlers in or something, she's not getting any curlier. So I guess my next step is to decide, do I want to mess around with her? What if I were to cut a little length off her? Would that help? These are the things that can be the fun things to think about. I'm not going to return her. And so I have a couple of options. I can try to sell her. And if anybody's watching this video and super interested in her, let me know. I'm not sure if I will. Or I could try to experiment with her. I didn't pay a ton. One thing is when I got her, she didn't have the tag on her. And she came in the box, she had the tag and all this. She didn't have the tag on the wig. And I questioned the seller. And for a second, I thought I might have gotten scammed because this didn't look like I expected her to look. But the seller was so contrite and she was mortified and was, oh my gosh, I forgot I cut it off because I always cut my tags off and I didn't know I was gonna want a seller. And she's like, I don't know what to do. Let me contact eBay. And she was immediately responded to me. So I don't think she meant anything by it. But, you know, without the tag, it's hard to know for sure. So I want to tell you guys that because if you have beach mono and mine looks super different from yours, please let me know because I don't want to mislead anyone. But, you know, I try to do my homework and she promised me and she, you know, I don't know. I believe her. Based on how she responded to me, I believe her. So I think this is how she came to her. So anyway, I wanted to get this review. I've actually had this for a number of months and it's, you know, summer and there's lots going on and I knew I wasn't going to rave about this one. So I did put off reviewing her a little bit, but you know, it's not helpful if the only thing I ever do is review things that are great. So I wanted to show you one that, you know, I'm not so sure about, but it could be great for someone. If you're a petite head and you like Ellen Wille wigs or you want to try them, if you like this kind of layered style, I'm not saying this is ugly. I'm just saying it's not my style. You know, maybe this would be good for you. Definitely good in as far as low density. I mean, she's not poofy. She does actually have a little bit of permatease right in here. And Ellen Wille wigs don't generally, my experience, I have Arrow, I have a number of girl monos, they don't generally have much in the way of permatease, but this one does. I mean, she has a mono part, she has the lace front, and she definitely has some permatease right in there. Not a ton. It's really not overdone. If you don't like permatease, this one's not going to bother you. It's really not. It's not. It's so minimal. But the problem is, compared, like how it affects this wig, I think is interesting because you've got a little poof and then you kind of got flat and then you got this. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on Beach Mono by Ellen Wille in the color Hot Mocha Routed. Let me know if you have questions, and you know, if you like her or you've got a different opinion, please share in the comments. You know, guys, when you watch these videos, it can be really helpful to scan through the comments. A lot of the comments are just, oh, thank you so much, it was a great video, or you could have done a better job, I wish you would have shown this. But some of them are really helpful. It's actually people with experience sharing their experience. So I think you can learn as much from the comments as you can learn from these videos themselves. So please keep your eye on some of those when you watch these. And guys, if you have wisdom to share, put them in the comments. Please do that. Help your wig sisters out. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.